The things I'm going to share with you in this video work so well, they feel illegal even though they're completely legal, but it makes me over $1,200 per day. And no, I don't have a Rolex, I don't have a Gucci t-shirt, and I also don't have a Ferrari. I wear the same plain clothes again and again, with the exception of Under Armour t-shirts when I'm at the gym. So some people are gonna say, oh my god, this is a scam. But you know what? I don't even feel bad for these people, because if that's how they think, they just don't have the right mind frame to succeed. Now to thank you, if you watch this video until the end, and you share it with a friend, when we get to 100,000 subs, I will be giving away $10,000. So the first step, if you want to make a lot of money, so much money in fact, it feels completely illegal, at least in the eyes of most people, you need to make free content on social media and to give away all the value for completely free. And what you sell, it's the implementation. Because you have to understand that information is not all that you need to succeed. Yes, you need the right information, but what people need most of the time, it's the right blueprint, and on top of that, guidance, coaching, mentorship, or it could be a service that is directly done for them. That is what you sell to people. In my YouTube videos, I give you everything away for completely free. You're free to go and to take all this information and to try to go ahead and to build your business on your own. But the sad truth is, if you try to do everything alone, it won't take you months, even years of your life. And 99% of people never succeed in business. 99% of people, in fact, never make a single cent on the internet. Why? Because they simply don't have a proven step-by-step process to follow, and they have no one to get them unstuck when they make mistakes. And honestly, one of my mentors actually called me out on it. At some point, I was on a call with her and she told me, just stop trying to do this on your own. Get some help from people who know what they're doing. And then I did. And then that's when I saw a massive increase in my income. All of that because I listened to my mentor, I did what she told me, and I started to look for answers within more successful people. I took some risks, I invested in myself, and it always paid off every single time. Nowadays, I have a very different attitude with money compared to back when I was broke. Back when I was broke, meaning I wasn't making any money at all, I was just living with my parents, relying on them completely, but I didn't have any income or any kind of employment. I was very scared to spend the little money I had, because of course, when you don't have much, anything is scary. But as I started to make more money, I started to spend thousands of dollars for my business alone. And every time I saw a clear return on my investment, because I took that initial leap of faith, that initial risk. Now you really need to understand that in life, people typically hold themselves back for three main reasons. The first thing that holds people back is their own fears and doubts. Back in 2022, in fact a bit before 2022, when I wanted to start a consulting business, I wanted to sell services to business owners or coaching offers. But at first, I didn't want to do coaching offers because I felt like I had nothing to teach to people, which wasn't even true. I could have taught beginners to learn English because I spoke English just like I do now. And I learned it on my own actually, but it took me years when I was a kid. But instead, I started by helping entrepreneurs to book more meetings with their ideal customers to help them to make more money. And that offer worked incredibly well because there was a lot of demand for it in the market. And nowadays, I do what I'm actually passionate about, which is helping people to start or to grow an online business. So I help people to sell coaching or service offers because those are the most profitable things you can sell. We'll come back to that in just a minute. But my point is, back in 2022, the sad truth is I procrastinated working on my business for more than 7 months. Why? Because I was afraid. Yeah, you heard that right. I was afraid. So it's pretty vulnerable for me to share this with you and for everyone to see on the internet. But the sad truth is I was scared to do the work. And back then I wouldn't have admitted it, but nowadays I'm fine with it. Like, it's just a simple truth. It wasn't because I wasn't hardworking enough or talented enough or smart enough or because I have an accent. It wasn't any of these things. It was because I was too scared, too paralyzed to put in the work. I was scared to make content or to reach out to potential customers. And then I would wonder why I wasn't making any money. Well, that was the reason why. If you don't put in the work, how do you expect to get the result that you want? It's madness. So never let your fears and your doubts hold you back, because 99% of the time, the doubts and the fears that you have, they're not even real. They're in your mind. And I can tell you that ever since the day I told myself I'm going to do one thing that scares me every single day until I became fearless, limitless, relentless, I started to overcome my fears one after the other, and it really made me realize that most of my fears weren't even real. They were just imaginary problems created by my brain to keep me in my comfort zone. But if you stay in your comfort zone, you die. You don't grow in your comfort zone. You don't build $1 million business in your comfort zone. So you have to really ask yourself, do I want to make 10K per month, even more than that, more than I want to stay in my comfort zone? Or would I rather stay in my comfort zone where it's familiar but never succeed, never get what I want? Either way, you are going to feel pain. It's painful to be broke, but it's also painful to put in the work to get the business that you want. So it's your choice. The other thing that holds most people back is lacking a key piece of knowledge. A lot of the time in business, you're going to hit plateaus. You're going to hit a flat line. You start to make some money to get some clients, and then you have a problem. If you don't know how to fix the problem, or you don't even realize what the problem is in the first place, you can't move forward. And that's why working with mentors is extremely beneficial. I stayed stuck making the same same goddamn mistake for months, close to a year, because I was trying to figure it out alone. And then I worked with someone, and in one single call, that person made me realize what I was missing. And then everything changed, and my income, it not only tripled, it quadrupled. So those are the first two reasons why most people fail: fears and doubts, or lacking the right information. And so the third thing is that you're simply not focusing on the right thing. It doesn't matter how hard you work if you're not following the right strategy. Now, a lot of people ask me, what is the most profitable thing to sell? What should I sell? What business should I start? If you want to become extremely wealthy in 2025 and in the years to come, while doing what you love, having an amazing life, being with the people that you love, providing for them, having fun, being happy, even though plenty of people tell you, don't chase happiness. But what's wrong with that? What's wrong with wanting to be happy? If you've known true misery, I have personally, of course you want to be fucking happy. Who wants to stay in a miserable, shitty environment or shitty situation? But what I'm going to recommend that you do is that you sell coaching offers or services. It's always the best thing to sell because you charge a high ticket price, typically between $1,000 to sometimes $10,000 per client. The average is typically $3,000 to $4,000 per customer. So if you were charging $2,000, you would only need 5 clients to make $10,000 per month. It's not that much. Compare that to having to sell hundreds of low ticket $50 products, ebooks or physical products. It's very difficult to achieve unless you've got millions of followers or a crazy budget for paid advertising. But either way, regardless of your current level right now, it always makes the most amount of sense to sell high ticket offers because that is where the real money is. Because profit margins are extremely high, which is why the next thing I really want you to understand is that what matters is what you keep, not what you make. There's plenty of people, you hear them saying they make $1 million per month, and that sounds amazing. It is amazing. It's a massive achievement. Most businesses will never make $1 million per year, so let alone 10. However, out of that $1 million, how much do they actually keep? A lot of the time you would be shocked because it's a very small number, 5 to 20% at best. So I don't know what you think, but I would much rather make $100,000 per month, keep $100,000 per month, as opposed to making $1 million per month, but I only keep $50,000. Like, it's nothing compared to how much you made initially. Now you may wonder, what is the formula to actually become successful with this business, to make a lot of money? It's actually so simple, a lot of people won't even believe it works. They'll believe it's too simple or too good to be true. But when people, they're always trying to find this new shiny object, this new crazy revolutionary method, what they fail to realize, it's that it's the boring fundamentals that work. So if you want to be extremely wealthy, grab a piece of paper and a pen and write down the following formula. Traffic calls money. It's literally that simple. First, you need a traffic source. There's typically two forms of traffic sources that you can have. There's organic marketing and there's paid advertising. So most people cannot afford paid advertising because you need to spend thousands of dollars per month. Paid advertising makes sense when you're already making money with your business. But if you can, paid ads is amazing. But they still have a downside, which is that they eat away at your profit margins very rapidly, which is why to survive and to thrive, to get your head above the water, you need to actually charge high ticket prices, not $50 products. And then the other source of traffic is free organic marketing, which is literally posting content on social media. It is the best way, the most effective way to make a lot of profit and to reach your ideal customers for completely free. Because what a lot of people don't realize is that social media content is literally just free advertising. That's it. And so then you want to get eyeballs in front of your offer and get people to book a call with you. And some people book a call and then some people turn into paying customers. And that is how you make a lot of money while doing what you love, having the time of your life, having so much fun, and helping people to truly transform their lives by solving a painful problem for them. I've tried dropshipping in the past, so reselling the same crappy, overpriced AliExpress products as everybody else. But deep down, I always knew that business model wasn't right for me. I always knew I wanted to sell coaching because I just asked myself, if I could do something all day long, even without being paid for it, I would want to talk about business. That's it. So if you want me to help you to build your business, I've recorded a free video in which I'm going to explain everything I did step by step to make over 1K per day with my own consulting business, and I'm going to reveal the only 3 things you need to focus on to make a lot of money. I will leave the link in the description below, but you can also directly apply to book a call with me or my team, and we'll see if we can help you. The next thing I'd like to share with you is why you need to charge high ticket prices. So remember what we said, a high ticket price is typically between $1,000 to $5,000. It can even be higher than that. Some offers sell for $10,000 and even more than that. But the reason you want to charge high ticket prices is because it makes the whole process of growing your business so much more fun. You only need a handful of customers to make 10K per month and even more than that. And on top of that, you attract the highest possible quality of customers, because it's been my experience that people who pay the least amount of money, they're the most troublesome. They want everything for free. They expect everything out of you. They're not putting in the work. They're annoying as fuck. That's the truth. Because when people don't invest money into something, they're not committed. They're just not. And if you were to sell a $50 product or a $100 product, it's the best way to stay broke, guaranteed. Because how many sales would you need to to actually make even just $2,000 per month, tons of sales. And if you wanted to make $10,000 per month, you would need hundreds of sales. And if you were to sell physical products, like a lamp, a desk, or a fidget spinner, your profit margins would be so thin, it's not even funny. So as you can see, this process is ridiculously simple, but yet it works because it's simply business 101, human psychology. You help people to fix a painful problem that they have, they pay you for it. And the more painful the problem is, the more money you're gonna get paid because you bring more value. It's the same reason why a brain surgeon will always make more money than somebody working a regular job at a fast food joint, because money is simply a tool that we use to exchange value. And when you charge high ticket prices, people automatically assume it's high quality. If I told you I have a car that costs $300,000, you would automatically assume it's an amazing car of the highest possible quality, because chances are if a car is sold for that much money, it's probably true. But maybe I got scammed and maybe it's a cheap ass car and it's worth $10,000 in reality, but you wouldn't know. But just because I only told you the price, you would automatically assume it's the highest quality thing ever, when it might not be. But most of the time, a higher price means a higher quality as well. So that's the reason why a Rolls Royce or a Maybach is much more expensive than your average Toyota. Now look, if you want my help to start or to grow your business, I invite you to check out the resources in the description below and to directly apply to book a call with me or my team, and we'll see if we can help you. With that being said, I'll be waiting for you on the other side.